This is the story of a man named Stanley.
But can we talk about me for a sec? Because I've missed like 3 weeks of making videos, and it's because I got a job, like an actual job, not like this job. I would still like to make like 1 video a week though, and to the 12 subscribers that I have, bear with me, please. And for now, new content.
Oh, good. You notice my
It is
sign.
hard to miss.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Let's go. New content.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I don't think so. I don't think anybody's been asking for any of this.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
No, I like video games with like super long titles, like Japanese
But
games.
the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
2 ferns.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
No, I think it screams
Now,
repetition.
to be clear, I haven't quite
like the same
nailed down
stuff,
what
but
exactly the
again.
Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like, wasn't that how Mario was made? Like, Nintendo games in general? They make the mechanics and then they make the game around it?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Bucket! I'm way too excited about this bucket. I've seen so much stuff about this bucket, and I really want this bucket. Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Bucket! I only get to play this game like once a week because I make videos and I want them to be fresh and interesting, and I don't know what's going to happen, so...
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable
so much about
was
this
that it was
I want this
confusing
bucket.
and
Where's the bucket?
paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
You mean the bucket?
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
like, I really doubt it, but I still want the bucket.
The Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's keep the game absolutely uncomfortable. Yes, you get to continue being a prick, but it's okay, because I have a bucket. You laughing at me?
Can you feel it?
Feel what?
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I feel kind
and
of
in fact,
mocked,
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
No, I feel like you're making fun of me, quite frankly. Like you've just given me a bucket. It's like, oh yeah, here, be happy, have a bucket. Like, it is my bucket. I'm keeping the bucket. It's mine now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It's all the new content. What's this?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. but I'm undecided on get well someday and happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with?
Like, get well someday. It's like positive, but also depressing at the same time.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
You're like one of those people that ask for opinions, but really you just want someone to confirm your own opinion, which isn't a great trait.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
Yes, you should have.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Moving on. Time, depth. Time like infinity, hole like infinity, space like infinity. Oh, it's a hole. That's a black hole. That looks like a hadron collider. That's the layers of the skin. You have infinite skin. It keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact,
the answer will mildly surprise
that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I think Portal did this. Am I falling? I am falling.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No thanks, I'll wait.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No. I have to wait to see what happens.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
It's not infinite.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
It's not infinite.
It infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
That's enough.
From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay,
more
well,
of a
good for
not
you. You
infinite
found
hole.
the bottom of the
Just
hole.
a regular hole.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
It's not me. This is my job. This is what I do. You should have made an infinitely
I think we both
deep
said some
hole.
things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
It's not infinite.
If that
You're a
works for
liar.
you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Yeah, take your time. Be at the top of your not infinite hole. Infinite hole my butt.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you
I
even
take that
more
back.
of my ideas for the sequel.
I have to do it, don't I?
Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
That's what she said.
Normal. A normal person
No,
would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there.
this is what I
Goes
do,
on
man.
forever
I
till the end
can't
of time.
not.
Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
Hey,
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It's even
I
less
couldn't help
infinite
but
now.
feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
you admit it.
Think
It's not
was that
infinite.
not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's
It's
nothing to do
incredibly
here.
finite
If you
and getting
decide you've had enough of the hole,
finiter.
you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Is your hole going to keep getting smaller? There is no tactful way to talk about holes.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Sorry, more hole.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
It was never
even by the
infinitely
lax
deep.
overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
$10 says it does.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I'm sorry, dude. It's my job. I gotta check
Who am
everything.
I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Okay.
Is the
Oh, it's because I'm
teleport
up
button
here
not working?
already.
You sure?
Am I stuck in a hole?
Well, I mean,
Let me out of the
I
hole,
really
man.
don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
It's
Try
because
it
I'm
again.
here. I'm at the top. I can't teleport to the
Still
top if
nothing?
I'm at the top.
Well, I suppose
Let me out.
there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be
Redacted.
away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
No, you can't
Take
do
care,
it.
Stanley.
You're literally
I
nothing
hope
without
you and the
me.
hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Get your
Redacted.
back here. Is this... Do I have to restart? That's a creepy sound. I'm just stuck in a hole now. With creepy music playing. Don't like that. Bucket, do your job. Make me feel better about being stuck in a hole. Hole's moving. Hole is moving. Oh, okay. Actually, kind of liking the music. Like, you ever seen that opening scene in Spirited Away? Is it Spirited Away? Is that what I'm thinking of? The music? Yeah, sure. Whatever. It might have been Princess Mononoke. It's a Ghibli film. Where are we going? Change your perspective. Yo, it's Stanley. It's more Stanley. Stanley, you got a funny shaped head. You need more polygons. I bet you there's less polygons in Stanley's whole body than there is in 2B's butt. Change your perception, like of time and space. Oh, that just changes the music. Oh, yay, I can have multiple copyright problems. Change your reality. Can I do any... Oh, that did do something. Okay, I don't like the crow stuff. Ooh, this is it. Puppies, that's better. Space. I apologize for this segment. I may cut it because this is just a lot of jarring and questionable stuff. Change yourself? What the heck is that? What? Oh. Big head Stanley. Claymation Stanley. Ooh, what game is this? There's a game that uses people that looks like that. I can't remember. I like this Stanley the best. It's like an artsy Stanley. It's very cool. Error? Why does it just say...
Stanley!
Why does it just say error?
Stanley!
Was that supposed to happen?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Can we not?
And I'm looking forward to
Get out
all
of the
of them.
hole. I'm tired
Stay
of the
alert,
hole.
Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Can you not? Can you not be a butt for once? Can you for once just be slightly decent and let me out of the freaking hole? Was that a playthrough? Does that count as a whole playthrough? Because I got stuck in a hole?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Shut up. Where's the hole? It does. That was an ending. I got stuck in a stupid hole forever. I hate you, narrator. I hate this game. I love this game. I hate this game. And Bucket, you were not helpful at all. It's supposed to make me feel better, Bucket.